Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today, and today we're going to be removing this AC compressor. We're going to do the AC compressor delete. Why? Because it helps you gain some horsepower, because that's totally what you need in an old S10. And we're also going to be deleting the lines to clean up this engine bay. Why? Well, the person that owns this truck never uses AC, and to tell you the truth, you gain a couple more horsepower, and it gets rid of a squeaky belt and cleans up the engine bay. If this is what you're doing, maybe you're also having some fun and you're doing an engine swap or something, and who knows what you're going to be doing, you can do this as well. The first thing you're going to have to do is, of course, get your AC evapped. They're going to go in off of here, and then they're going to drain it. For me, I only use this because I already knew that this AC compressor here is on its way out, and I was pretty sure all the fluid was out. You could tell. And so I checked with this. I had a block off in here, and I checked, and yeah, sure enough, it was completely empty. If you don't have a block off in there, warning, this will vent to atmosphere, and if it does that and you get caught, it's about a $250,000 fine. Put a 13 on a ratchet, go ahead, put it on off, and well, let's see if I can do this. There we go. She probably hasn't been opened up in a very long time, so go ahead, pull this bolt out. If you have not relieved any pressure, well, you're going to have a whole lot of psh when you do this. So you can lift one part of the clip here, and then the other part you can push down on. So again, if you have a tool, you can do it too. You have to separate both, lift out, put that off to the side. I put the screw back in there because there's no point in accidentally losing that. Now, I don't have the direct size for this one because the direct size is big. And once this is on here, you can do that, put it off to the side, unscrew, like this, and wiggle out. Hey, one of the lines is out. Next one is on the condenser. So we'll take a look at that in a second. This one though, we're probably gonna get rid of right away. So this one, just loosen right here and get this canister out of the way. Oh, and look at that, another tab. This one actually comes with a press. You press it right here, wiggle out. So like I said, next we'll loosen this off. Might have to hold this side, and then we'll remove that. For the serpentine, all you gotta do, see down here, we've gotta come over here, you'll feel the socket go in there. You can see it right there. Watch this. See how I'm doing that? That's your tensioner. If you feel that this is getting stuck or anything, you might want to replace your tensioner while you're at it, or if you've had any bearing noise from your idler pulley here, and of course the tensioner pulley itself. So watch this. See how it's nice and loose now that I've bent it down? Go ahead, take the belt off the alternator pulley. This is the best one to go off of. Do this. I kind of bent this down at a really crummy angle, so what I'm going to do is leave that there for a sec, and then up here, take the rest of the belt off. As you can see, they've got one annoying bolt right here. All you do is you can shove your 13 in between and right there. Go ahead, take your ratchet, remove this one, and then we'll remove the last three right here. This one off. I usually will loosen them all first, but with this bolt, just because of its location, I'll pull it all the way out first. There we go. Oh, there we go. And then we'll get the other three loosened. And from there, just remove the bolts. After you do that, bring her out on an angle, and hey look, another wire. Wow, that one wasn't even protected. So it's a dual bolt AC compressor, or dual plug AC compressor. Even though this one is super tired. We're gonna put this off to the side. Right here, pipe wrench again, go this way to the drivers. When you do that, it'll come off of here. There's a 10 mil right here. Undo it, bend the bracket, and then undo this the rest of the way. And then this will be free. Last fitting for the small line down here, 15/16, loosen it off, give it a wiggle. Get it out of the way. And then we can lift this one up. And now we're down to the condenser. Let's see if we can spot this condenser and get it out of here. Let's remove the condenser. Go ahead, bolt. These are all 10s. And as soon as we go off of here, now this truck is quite old. So this one doesn't have a top end, I don't believe, to this, or sorry, a bottom end. I believe there used to be a bottom end to the cooling shroud, but this one doesn't have one. So if you have a bottom end, you might have to unbolt. All right, put your tool in here, slip that forward. See how this works? This sinks in, so you have to pull it forward. Be careful, these break easy. You might even want to grab a couple extras when you're at the parts store, but you just put either a flat blade or a tool in here and bop her forward. And then we can flip this sort of half forward, which is the plan, so we can get our AC condenser. Now, I want to see how easy it is for us to wrestle this loose. So in here, there's that little plastic piece that's holding onto this. Unfortunately for us, we gave it a couple wiggles and it's so brittle, she let go on us. That's fine. Now, all we have to do is pull this forward and lift straight up. Whatever you do, monitor this. You don't want to put too much torsion on it, but push on both sides here. If you wanted to, you could pop out your air box. I'm using that to make sure we don't touch the fan, because if you're this touches the fan, you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, definitely leave her like that for extra cooling. Okay, if you look over here, we're coming up, but now that we've got these all free, there's one line that's going to caught on your battery cable. You can either A, take it off the alternator, or B, quickly grab your 5 or 15/16, loosen that, and take the little mini hose off, and you're free to go. Go ahead, slide this down so it's securely holding on to the radiator on both sides. Press it in, put it in the 310 mils. All right, so what we ended up doing is pulling off the old idler pulley. By doing so, we now have this bushing. It sits behind here. This sits in front. This bolt goes through here. Boom, that's completed. But what about the idler pulley? Well, we bought a new one because, let's face it, this one's old and tired. So, the parts that you need are 49021, 36299, and 4060872. Threw a little bit of Loctite in there. Now, we're just going to hand thread this one in. Now, the reason why we put a little bit of Loctite on the inside here is we wanted that threads of that to be lubricated going in, just because they're gonna have a slight bit of corrosion on it, just because they've never been used. We've had the AC unit here, and then just hand thread this one on. Give me 1 second and I will give you the torque spec. Get your torque wrench ready, and then we're gonna bring it to 20. Perfect, that's on. This one, this new one, for whatever reason, is a little bit more. It's got a 15 on it, where our old one was a 13. So either way, I like to keep it at the same, so 20 foot-pounds, 20 foot-pounds. When putting this on, just make sure you hold this when you're doing the final tightening onto that bushing, so that way when you're hitting it with the ratchet, if you don't make sure it's lined up with the bushing, it'll crush the bearing. So all you do is you'll see that how it had that little indent. Make sure the bearing ride in the center is still sitting on that bushing as you tighten it, and then afterwards just crank it down. Other than that, let's get ready for a serpentine belt. Okay, let's go ahead and show you how this is done. Make a loop. See this? This loop comes down here, and we have to get it lassoed around that bottom pulley. Your crank pulley or harmonic balancer, whatever you want to call it. And all we do is we fish it down so it goes around that big pulley. Put it all the way around. Now, after it goes around, it goes under the fan. Under the fan, like so. So see how we've now made a complete loop around there? Then this will come around here, go around this one down here, which you'll have to work it around the power steering pump lines, which is fun. Again, goes down past power steering. And let's see. There we go. It's around the power steering. And then it goes over top of our new pulley here. If not, you have the AC compressor. Put it over the top of the AC compressor. Under here.
And then this one, I've got to make sure it's not twisted, which it is. All I got to do is rotate this. So it's on here. This comes here, and let me see. It's probably just not going to fit onto the alternator, which is great. Perfect. So there's two ways you can do this. One, put it on the alt, and then once we flex our pulley, which is right here, let's see what way I'm going to go with it. Oh, other way. We now bring it down so it's nice and loose, a little looser. Ooh, that's actually way better tensioning. And then see how we've got it under here now, slipped underneath, release tension. And oh, look for this. See how this one didn't quite seat? We want to make sure they're all seated. Let go. We're going to just double check, make sure all of them are riding properly. So again, let's go over this. Comes off the alternator, under the idler, over the AC, delete here, or if you have AC, over the AC, over the power steering, all the way around, 3/4, up, over, and all the way down, over the crank, again, another, I don't know, 3/4 turn, and then up and over the tensioner. I'll bring you in over here for a sec, just so you can see it. And if all else fails, if you don't have the sticker, as we can see, it goes like that, around, and up and around. Super easy. Look how much tidier that engine bay is. Look how, it's just so much nicer. So much more room to work. We're gonna go ahead and zap strap some of these out of the way, all these plugs. If you're ever gonna put AC back in it for some reason, go ahead and put balloons on the connectors or tape them off so they don't get corroded. I don't think this thing will ever see AC again because there's no point to it in this vehicle, but let's go ahead and start it up. Make sure our serpentine is seated nicely. And look at that. It's spinning freely. We're good. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Press like if it helped you out and subscribe for more.
Look at all the parts that we removed. One thing to keep in mind is, I mean, just the amount of parasitic draw that this was causing. This one, the bearings were going. We didn't even know how bad the idler was, but this idler is, look at that. The other one was spinning way easier than that. And then if we take a look here, you could have left the condenser and just chopped these lines. The benefit, it would act like a rock guard for when you're driving around. The downside is it restricts airflow to the radiator. One thing that you're going to notice now is you're going to have better airflow to the radiator, but again, by leaving this there, this would be taking a lot more rocks and saving your radiator in that case. Pick your poison. Thanks again for watching.